Hey guys, so you're probably wondering by now, why is this guy wearing shades in all his videos? Well, I'm a new fan of Casey Neistat's vlogs, and if you check out his videos, he's always wearing shades in them. And another thing you'll notice is, as soon as he takes off the shades, you'll see the dude has some really tired eyes. He's a workaholic. Another thing you'll notice is, when I take off my shades, I've got some really tired looking eyes. So really, these shades is to make these videos easier on your eyes while watching them. Okay, let's move on. So guys, this is part 2 of my series of finding the best 4K camera under 1K that's right for you. So let's continue with the next feature, which is focal length, more specifically on the zoom range. So at most 4K cameras under 1K, unfortunately, depending on the fixed or the kit lens that these cameras come with, there's either going to be a sacrifice on getting that nice wide angle shot at starting at maybe 16 or 12 millimeters. So it's either you get that and sometimes you don't get a nice zoom range, or you have a camera that gives you a sweet zoom range but starts at maybe 24 millimeters on the focal length. Now, I was looking at the camcorders, and while they start pretty low, like 16 millimeters or lower, and they go up to 20x zoom, I still decided to give the win here to the Panasonic FZ1000. Okay, so comparing the FZ1000 to say the camcorders like the Panasonic WX970 that can give you a 20 times zoom range, where the FZ1000 is only advertised at a 16 times zoom range, which is 400 millimeters it can go up to. I'm gonna still give it to the Panasonic FZ1000 because while you can get decent 4K footage with the FZ1000, you can also get decent pictures. So you get more for your money from the FZ1000 because those camcorders, unless the lighting is pretty good, low light performance with pictures and video, I'm gonna get to that at another time, is not that great on the camcorder side. So again, I'm giving the win here for focal length to the FZ1000, especially when it comes to zoom range. The next thing I'm going to talk about isn't really a feature that the camera can do, but it has to do with how much it costs. What's the best camera you can get for the money? Now, if you want something action oriented, you're probably going to go with a Sony Action Cam or a GoPro Hero 4, or sometimes the best camera that you can afford is the one you already own, which is probably stuck to your smartphone. But if you want a dedicated camera, the cheapest dedicated camera with the best image you can get for the money, that's going to the Samsung NX500. Now I was thinking about this though. Yes, the Samsung NX500 is the cheapest camera you can get, especially right now on these Black Friday sales. You can get a Samsung NX500 for less than $500 US. But you can get a Panasonic G7 for less than $600, and that camera has more features in the long run that you can use for just $100 more. So I'm gonna give the best bang for the buck to the Panasonic G7, slightly edging out the NX500 when it comes to video features, because when it comes to picture taking, the NX500 more than likely does a better job. Now for video features, yes, both of them are interchangeable lens cameras, but the Panasonic G7 has a wider lens selection. It has an EVF, which the NX500 doesn't have. It has a rotatable screen instead of the flip screen, and it has a mic input, which would be very beneficial because with the NX500 I have to sync my audio with the Tascam in order to have good audio, or I just use the audio from the NX500, which isn't all that great. But with the G7 you can just hook up maybe a Rode mic or whatever external mic you decide to buy and just plug it right into the mic port, and then you have your audio synced that way automatically instead of having to do it in post. So again, I'm going to give the win here for the best bang for the buck for cost to the G7, followed by the Samsung NX500. And speaking of the NX500, the last feature I'm going to talk about in this video is autofocus. And I'm going to give the win here easily to the Samsung NX500. I can tell you at first, when I first got the camera, probably wouldn't have given it to the NX500, but after a few firmware updates later, I'm pleased with how it is. I don't think any of these 4K cameras under 1K have the supremely awesome autofocus that you would want, but hey, the NX500 is pretty decent, and I have linked in the description a video comparison. I think it's a German YouTuber, and this dude did the comparison between, he owns both cameras, the NX500 and the Panasonic G7. And with that, overall, he said that he preferred the Panasonic G7, but when it came to autofocus, the NX500 was the winner. Okay guys, so that's part 2 of my series, and if you like this video, please click that thumbs up button, and subscribe for more content to come, like part 3, which is supposed to come out soon, maybe in the next couple of days. That's it for now, guys. I'm out.